Hey guys, Jerry here and welcome back to GregTech. As of right now it is 2:30 in the morning and I cannot sleep, so what better way to spend the night than to record some stuff for you. So, apparently I have been doing things wrong. That is the general consensus on the internet, I believe at the moment. Apparently I have failed hard in making this setup here because I didn't use a screwdriver on the pump, which was pretty much what was keeping me back and preventing me from actually doing anything here. So I am here to rectify that, but first things first, I'm gonna fix this one here, because this one is the old one, it's the simple one, and it's the one where basically I really don't need cells. I just need some fluid pipes. I don't even need a pump or an engine or anything of the sort. I pretty much just need to get rid of all this stuff and put in a couple of fluid pipes instead. So I'm gonna start with that. Basically, yeah, we're gonna need to copy what's down here. Just have the fluid pipes pumping stuff in directly. So very simple setup necessary here. So let us do that instead. So first of all, I need some pipe waterproofing, or I guess I can use some GregTech pipes. The thing is, the Railcraft water tank automatically outputs stuff, so I'm hoping, again, I might be completely mistaken here, and if I am mistaken we'll have to make a cover of a pump cover of sorts, but I am hoping, fingers crossed, that it will automatically output two GregTech pipes as well. And if it won't, well, we'll just make the cover. But for now, let's see if this shouldn't just so happen to work. So grab those. See, alright, yeah, it automatically outputs two GregTech pipes. So this one works. This definitely works. So let us see. I have a bunch of random stuff on me now. All the blocks we just mined out of the wall, I think they have to be, yeah, they're in, some of them at least are in here. Although I'm not sure it was actually fitted quarry stone we used. Let's try this one instead and see. Yeah, normal quarry stone. That's the stuff. And I'm gonna lock that. I'm gonna end up being one block short, but whatever. So there's that. Now the other one in here, let's just go ahead and dismantle that immediately, because, well, I seem to have inventory space for the pipes now. So apparently what I need to do here is get a slightly larger liquid pipe, and then basically have it on the bottom with the drain facing upwards. I think I actually tried. I don't know if I tried that before when I tried to make my steam setup automatic, but in any case, what I have here doesn't work. So let's find an alternative and get rid of this one as well. We can just put in gold pipe. Alright, so I need to patch up some holes in the floor here, and I'm probably going to need to move the digital tank as well, because, well, apparently we don't need it, but I guess we can then keep it for, you know, that nether project I talked about last time. So let me just quickly empty some inventory space, and then we can do some more interesting stuff. Okay, inventory space cleared. Now, as you can see in here, I've set up the recipe for a couple of small steel fluid pipes. Now these can take 1600 liters per second, so I'm guessing that means it's above 1000. So if we make these two recipes worth, we should be able to bring water into the industrial grinder here manually, or automatically rather. So I'm wondering, one thing I need to test before we do anything. Yes, it can still open, good. So if we go down underneath here, and finally, let us just quickly be a bit preemptive here. Grab that, and then we can put in one steel pipe there. That should have prevented all water flow from, or water from spilling at least. And if we then put the rest like this, I just need to get back up and we can remove the digital tank. Just quickly get my wrench ready. Where Actually, it's my wrench. I think I forgot it in here. Yeah. Alright. So, this thing is not necessary anymore. Yoink. And instead, we can put some slabs back where they belong. Over here, I need a quarried block. Do I have any of those? Nope, I only have fitted. Ah well. Guess we'll fall into the water and place the block wrong. It is late. Alright, so if we have this, like the system like this, we can take this drain, put it right there, and it sucks in a bit of water, sucks in a bit more water, and then before too long, hopefully, it'll end up coming in here. Yes, exactly, like that. Okay, so that works as well. So I guess thank you to those 5 guys, at least, who mentioned that you could do this instead. It does look a bit cleaner, it does look a bit more efficient. It does have one disadvantage though, and that is, if I wanted to do something with mercury, I don't think I can actually just stuff cells in there to override. I'm not sure if I can. But in any case, I do want to get an extra industrial grinder, so I have 2 separate ones working, so eventually I could possibly pump mercury into another one. But yeah, we'll see about that. I don't know if this digital tank actually keeps the contents, so let's just quickly plump it down. And nope. Alright, so that clears its content whenever you pick it up. Good to know, good to know. It would still be very, very interesting to use this as a... see if we can make a steam boiler in the nether with a closed circuit. Like, I think that would be a fantastic project to do, so I very much want to do that. But again, I'm gonna need a bit more preparation. I'm gonna need to make, first of all, a platform out above the lava lake. I'm gonna need to make a well-contained house for it, for the entire structure. And yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. So let's see, Galeno, was that one of the ones that... Well, no, it's not. Let's see, stuff like sapphire. Yeah, that's stuff like malachite. I'm fairly certain we can toss in as well. Stuff like emerald, I think. Do we wanna? So you get beryllium dust. Do you actually need that for anything? Beryllium cells. You can't even... I don't think you can do anything with this. Well, you can make a neutron reflector of it. And apparently... Okay, so there is a reason to do emerald. Basically, you can get platinum out of it with the fusion reactor. But that's still a while away. Let us instead... Yeah, let's just toss these in. Whoops, yeah, let's toss in my wrench. Toss a wrench in the system, that's bound to be good. So if I'm correct, it should not give me a free cell now, exactly. Alright. So that's working now with the water from the automatic stuff. Here, I have a bunch of titanium. That's actually really good, because I think I was kind of low on it. This is the last bit, I think. Do I have any more titanium in here? Nickel, nickel, nickel? Nope. Alright, let's have a look in the chest of random dusts. Antimony, tiny piles, small piles. Not enough. $39, basically, is what I have. And I have my blast furnace here ready to do stuff. Also, yeah, this thing, the last charger here, seems to work perfectly. Again, it doesn't really act as a full backup system, but it does offset whatever power I'm using for other machines while this one is making tungsten steel. So it works to not, basically, it doesn't waste, it prevents waste of power. That's what I'm trying to say. So these water cells here, I kind of want to empty them now. So the question is there any easy way for me to empty them? Hydrated coal dust, I guess, would be one way to do it. Make some coffee. We can extract it into hydration cells, which I don't know what does. Nope, doesn't seem there's much. There is an ice cell, which we can then use to get ice. I don't know actually if that's any good. Crushed ice. Can you use crushed ice for anything? Like, why is this even a thing? I don't know. Automated recipes, I guess. But basically, I just need to empty these things somehow. Canning machine. We can empty them into a canning machine, I guess. Or we can make a hydration spray for watering crops. Or we can use them to make the milk cells. Let's actually make one of these. I think I could use a hydration spray. It does get a bit dry inside the greenhouse, so yeah, let's do that. So I need an empty cell. And then we just actually can you make these by hand? The spray cans? Nope. For some reason the spray cans seem to they take a bit to make. Whatever. So do I actually have any titanium melted up? Yes I do, so I don't need to do anything with this dust right now. I do need to, however, to find some food, because my supply of food is running dangerously low. Also, I'm kind of thirsty, because it's 3 in the morning and I'm talking to myself, so... Alright, I have a drink, my voice has been lubricated and we can continue. So, another thing that you guys have been screaming at me about, or rather Overmind has, because he knows a lot about this mod. I'll give him that. He knows an insane amount of stuff about this mod. But he does scream a bit at me, which I guess is perfectly fine. But one thing that he mentioned was that the Tesseract generator here, basically, if you had a digital tank with water in it and you put a pump module to export, and then export it into a Tesseract generator, I think that's the way he mentioned it, you can have this thing basically teleport water wherever you need it by having a Tesseract terminal, which then accesses to the inventory of this one. So the terminal here would be able to get whatever is being pumped into the generator. This has one issue though, and that is that these things are still very, very expensive for me. I just don't have the production capability yet to do that sort of stuff. So that's gonna be for another time. Let us instead get one of these machines running a bit. Silent machines are the devil's playthings, I guess. And let us see. Okay, so nuclear reactor generating quite a bit of power. I really should spend a bit more material on that. Or I should get started preparing for the Dragon Egg Siphon. So this thing, we definitely need 2 iridium reinforced plates. That's no way we can come around that. We need a teleporter, which is actually kind of cheap compared to a lot of the other stuff that we make at the moment. I'm gonna need 4 energy flow circuits, which also need iridium reinforced plates, I guess, or you can make them with processor boards, which is platinum. And platinum is something that I also do not have. Let's see here. Platinum ingot. Platinum... was some pure platinum dust there. So mithril dust is not something I have access to. Nickel ore is not something I've found anywhere. Which is kind of annoying really, because I would love to get some platinum from that. Fusion reactor, not something I have yet. So let's see here, recipe for these. We can have tiny pile of platinum, any recipe for that? Mithril, nickel. Mithril, nickel again. That seems to be the way to get it. Iridium. And then finally, let's see here. Let's see, recipe for this with the small piles. You can get from nickel ore again. Or iridium ore. Okay. And iridium ore, of course, is still something that I don't have a lot of. I guess that's where stuff like the... Well, I don't even know. Would be nice to have some sort of ore-seeking robot or dog or whatever. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that one. If anyone else knows a fantastic way to get this, like, there is in ye old industrial craft, there is the mass fabricator, which makes a bunch of UU matter, which again, supposedly, at least in industrial craft, you could use to make anything, pretty much. But I don't know if that's still... Like, I don't think that actually works at all here. I don't know for fact. That's one of the things that I've never really delved into apart from in vanilla industrial craft pretty much. So I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Let's put a digital tank in here with the rest of the random GregTech machines. And then we actually need to find something else to spend our time on because, well, I need some iridium. And that's something that I can't really get away from. I need iridium. I need to obtain that stuff somehow, and that means either going through a ton of like black granite, find some black granite deposits somewhere and basically just mine them out, I guess. Or figure out exactly how you make this otherwise. Like, I can make one reinforced iridium plate with what I have. That's not really a lot, considering that you need one. Well, one of them, I guess one of them could make energy flow circuits, but even then, energy flow circuits, I don't really... Like, if we were to go for the Dragon X-Siphon first, we'll need 1, 2, and 3, at least here, 4, 5, 6. It's a lot of iridium to get this thing. Again, the teleporter is pretty much the only thing here that doesn't need an iridium plate in the fabrication of it. I'd love to have a stable source of platinum here, but yeah, I think that's a bit beyond my capabilities at the moment. There is one project we can start doing, that is dismantling this thing. Basically, I want to replace all these pink ones with the standard machine casing again and bring the temperature back down to 3000 pure, or straight off. That way we have all these advanced machine casings in surplus we can potentially use to make the distillation tower, which might, I think, for the moment, be a better investment of our resources. So the distillation tower, as you can see, 2 industrial centrifuge, 2 electrolyzers. A bunch of material goes into those ones. 2 energy flow circuits, so not too bad. We can make that with what we have. A highly advanced machine block, I think we can scrape enough stuff together for that as well. And then 2 pumps. And then, apart from this, we also need, I think, 2 or 3 rings of these, and then rings of standard machine casings. And a bunch of space, of course. But what the distillation tower does is that if it allows us to refine oil in a much more efficient way. So, as you can see here, I think in vanilla Buildcraft, 1, or you need like 3 buckets of oil to make 2 buckets of fuel, or 4 to 3 or something like that. It's a pretty poor ratio. Whereas here, if you toss in 16 oil cells and 32 empty cells, you get diesel, you get sulfuric acid, which you can use for single-use batteries and thus burn up for even more energy, I guess. You get a glycerol cell, which you can use for nitrodiesel. And you get methane, which again is a byproduct, and you can just toss in a gas turbine and get a bunch of power out of it. So you get all of these byproducts here completely for free when you use the distillation tower rather than the vanilla Buildcraft refinery. It does use more power, but even so, the refinery actually uses quite a lot of power as well. It's just kind of hidden because of the way that it uses Minecraft engines, and you don't really get that many numbers. You just get, okay, it's a pretty slow process, and you can put as much power as you want into it. But anyway, the glycerol cell here, kind of interesting to use because, well, if you... Well, this is not worth it, but this one is the one that you really want here. 1 glycerol and 4 diesel cells give you nitrodiesel, which, as you can see, even 1 nitrodiesel here can power an entire refining process of 16 oil cells, so that's a very, very valuable byproduct. Oil cells you can make, I guess, by centrifuging soul sand. You can even get oil berries, or, you know, you can drill, pump up all the oil that we found around the world, and even made tunnels too, so I would say that's a pretty good way for us to continue and actually get some more power going. Before we end this, I'm just quickly gonna swap into my protective gear here. And then we're gonna go visit the nuclear reactor, because I think by now surely it has to be running low on power. And if it has, then maybe it might be time for us to start thinking about either expanding it or moving up to quad fuel cells. As it is right now, yeah, these are pretty much dead. We could, as it is right now, like these 2 dual fuel rods here, they're equivalent to 1 quad that you could then toss in here and see if we could cool, which I guess would be kind of interesting to see if we could do. But yeah, getting 2 quad fuel rods in here and then getting enough cooling for that would vastly increase our power. It would also necessitate that we upgrade the power line coming into something a bit heavier, either the big heavy iron one, or I guess some glass fiber cables. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that. I think the big fat iron one, it would take a lot of rubber, but then again, we do have a lot of rubber, we just need to kind of, you know, harvest and refine it, so... In any case, I am sorry about the sort of random episode here. We haven't really achieved a lot, although I have shown, I think, pretty much that I do listen to you guys. So I got this fixed to be a lot cheaper setup. I got this one in here fixed as well to be a lot more convenient, I guess. And we have, I think, made a plan for the upcoming episodes. So let's get started on that next time. Until then, I'm Jerry, this has been GregTech, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!